on a gorgeous Monday afternoon on Earth Day 2024. Today we have non-conference matchup in the Mid-Penn Conference as the West Perry Lady Mustangs take on the Trinity Lady Shamrocks here in a big-time matchup. Hello everyone watching on the West Perry Athletic Department YouTube channel. My name is Alex Wall, the Golden Pipes of West Perry Athletics. It is a big one here, the first non-conference matchup at home for the Mustangs this season. This game was postponed a couple of times already this season, but here we finally are. Earth Day. Happy Earth Day, everybody, from all of us here at West Perry High School, as we are set for the Lady Mustangs against the Lady Shamrocks from Trinity. West Perry comes to this game 3-6 overall, 1-5 in the Mid-Penn Colonial Division. West Perry is coming off a big Mercy Rule victory at Bermudian Springs this past Saturday. A big non-conference matchup win for the Mustangs. And Trinity comes in this game 7-4 overall, 4-1 out of the Mid-Penn Conference Capital Division. The Trinity Lady Shamrocks are coming off a tough loss this past Friday in their last game at Susquehanna, where Ayala Fleischer and the Lady Blackhawks dominated the Shamrocks with a 6-0 win at home for the Lady Blackhawks. This is the second straight year that both teams have faced each other at West Perry. Last year, in the second game of the year on March 31st, it was a very exciting game throughout. West Perry had a 6-0 lead after 3 innings, but then the Trinity Shamrocks were able to bounce back in a big way, forcing extra innings, and the Trinity Shamrocks won in a come-from-behind fashion here last year in 8 innings. Final score was 7-6. Trinity in that game last year also snapped a 10-game losing streak against the Lady Mustangs, so West Perry will look to bounce back against the Trinity Shamrocks from a tough loss a year ago. Addie Weiss was the starting pitcher in that game, and Addie Weiss is the starting pitcher here again today for the Lady Mustangs. As I think this game might be starting a little earlier than we expected. My calendar and the schedule on the West Perry Athletics website said 4:30, but here we are in 4:10. And we are getting started here already. We haven't even introduced the starting lineups yet for today's game. As here is the starting lineup for Trinity. The head coach is Bob Sullivan, and we'll go through this as we go along. Molly Manny, the Trinity center fielder, right number 22, will lead off here as we are set for Mid-Penn non-conference matchup. West Perry versus Trinity. Addie Weiss, the starting pitcher here today. And the first pitch to Molly Manny is down low for ball 1. Batting second will be the second baseman, number 20, Ali Aschenbrenner. And here comes the 1-0 pitch from Addie Weiss. And here's the swing and popped up. Addie Weiss calling for it. She'll make the grab, and there is quickly one away here in the first inning. That'll bring up Ali Aschenbrenner. Batting third for Trinity will be the catcher, number 32, C. Sullivan. Batting fourth is the third baseman, number 88, Taylor Lawrence. Batting fifth will be the shortstop, number 27, Aubrey Holtzapfel. First pitch here to Aschenbrenner is missed. No, it's called strike one, actually. Strike one. Batting in the sixth spot will be the first baseman, number 1, Anna Schaefer. Batting seventh is the left fielder, number 3, Bridget Skalk. Batting eighth is the starting pitcher for Trinity, number 14, Landry Murray. And batting ninth is the right fielder, number 4, Anna Ness. 1 ball, 1 strike here to Ali Aschenbrenner. And here's the swing and a ground ball, and that'll go down third baseline foul. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Substitutions for Trinity include number 5, Ianelli Cordero, number 12, Bella Prokop, number 23, Melissa Sack, number 24. And before that, here's a swing and line drive and just missed by Tara Lufer out in shortstop. That's going to be a base hit for Ali Aschenbrenner. Base runner here for the Lady Shamrocks with 1 away. Other substitutions for Trinity include number 23, Melissa Sack, number 24, Katie Manning, and number 99, Brianna Topper. So that'll bring up C. Sullivan. C. Sullivan swings at the first pitch and fouls it off. into the junior varsity baseball field as ball strike one to C. Sullivan, the Trinity catcher. Thank you so much for tuning in on the West Prairie Athletic Park YouTube channel. My name is Alex Wall, the Golden Pipes of West Prairie Athletics. Here's a high fastball, and it's up way up high for ball one. 1 ball and 1 strike. Defensive lineman for West Prairie here today, Addie Weist, as you know, is starting pitching. Rylan Kelly behind the plate catching. And she catches ball 2 up high above the strike zone. At first base is Ashlyn Krauser, making her first home game appearance here this season. Jada Warner is at second. Lauren Foster, the 2-1 pitch to Sullivan, is swung on and missed for strike 2, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Third baseman is Lauren Foster. The shortstop is Taylor Lufer. And now the outfield, left, center, and right are Maddie Jenkins, Shay Dyer, and Greer Bowles. And here's a swing, and that's going to be popped up towards third baseline into the bleachers, and the count will remain at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Going on behind me, in case you just heard that, the applause behind me, West Prairie Junior High girls soccer being played right now, and West Prairie just scored a goal. They are taking on Shippensburg today. And 2-2 pitch here from C. Sullivan is swung on and fouled back still. 2 balls and 2 strikes to the Trinity catcher. Trinity is out of the Mid-Penn Conference Capital Division, and they face teams like East Pennsboro, Milton Hershey, Camp Hill, and some other. Susquehanna Township is another team. And here's a high fly ball. Shay Dyer reaching for it, and Tara Lufer was closer, and she reaches for it and drops in shallow center field. That's going to be ruled a base hit. Ali Aschenberg thought that was going to be caught, but she put on the sprint right there to go over to second. So it's a blooper single here for C. Sullivan. Back-to-back base hits for the Trinity Shamrocks, playing runners at first and second. That'll bring up the third baseman, number 88, Taylor Lawrence. Taylor Lawrence running the first pitch from Addie Weist, and there it is, and that is ball 1. A little bit of a busy week for West Prairie Athletics this week. West Prairie Baseball not in action today. This is part of a makeup game for West Prairie Softball against Trinity. It was postponed a couple of times earlier this season. But here we are on Earth Day 2024. And 1 ball, 1 strike here to Taylor Lawrence. Tomorrow we have West Prairie Baseball at home against Shippensburg. Tomorrow's West Prairie game is the first of 7 straight home games for the West Prairie baseball team. 1 ball and 1 strike coming up here to Taylor Lawrence. Here comes the pitch from the sophomore Addie Weist. Here's the 1-1 pitch, and that's swung on and belted out to center field. But Shay Dyer makes the grab. Hit hard, but right to Shay Dyer, and that is out number 2. Minor stay put at first and second. Quick throw from Shay Dyer. We're not used to seeing her out in center field. We're normally used to seeing Selene Hoffman, but Selene Hoffman is inactive today for unknown reasons. And here is Aubrey Holtz-Apple. Aubrey Holtz-Apple, the Trinity shortstop, and she takes ball 1. Absolutely gorgeous day here for West Prairie Softball, Earth Day 2024. And here's a ground ball. Lufer gets there, but it's off her glove and having trouble with it, and that's going to be ruled an infield single. Taylor Lufer tried to backhand it. It didn't work out so well. So that's going to be ruled a single. Even if the throw was there, it probably wouldn't have been in time. So now Trinity has the bases loaded here with 2 outs in the first inning. And that'll bring up Anna Schaefer. Anna Schaefer, the Trinity shortstop, first baseman, she checks her swing, but a home plate umpire says she ran around for strike 1. Our umpires for today's game, calling balls and strikes behind the plate, is Dick McClure, and caught up the bases. His ball is hit hard, and it's going to be missed in foul territory, fortunately for the Mustangs. That's Maddie Jenkins was out there trying to make the grab, but lands in foul territory. That'll make the count no balls and 2 strikes. Caught up the bases is Wes Bauer, our umpires for today's game. And The 0-2 pitch is in the dirt. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Nice waste pitch there for Addie Weist with no balls and 2 strikes. Here comes the 1-2 pitch here from Addie Weist. Here's the throw, and that just misses the corner. Wes Perry was waiting for that call, but 2 balls and 2 strikes here to Schaefer. Ali Aschenbrenner at third, C. Sullivan at second, Aubrey Holtzapfel at first. Here's 2-2, and that misses the corner of the strike zone. 3 balls and 2 strikes. A big pitch coming up here for the Shamrocks. Bases loaded, 3-2. And swinging a chopper. Lauren Foster with the grab, throws over to first in time, and that will do it. That will retire the side. Trinity with 3 hits. Getting the bases low with 2 outs, but not coming around to score. We're going into the ball in the first with no score. This is West Perry softball. Back here for the bottom of the first, and we have the starting lineup coming up here for the West Perry Lady Mustangs. Head coach is Denny Wansek. Here's the starting 9 for the Lady Mustangs. Laying off is the second baseman, number 2, Jada Swarner. Batting second is the third baseman, number 5, Lauren Foster. Batting third is the shortstop, number 12, Taylor Lupfer. Batting fourth is the West Perry catcher, number 8, Rylan Kelly. Batting fifth is the starting pitcher, number 18, Addie Weist. Batting in the sixth spot is the left fielder, number 15, Maddie Jenkins. Batting seventh is the right fielder, number 14, Greer Bowles. Batting eighth is the first baseman, number 16, Ashlyn Krauser. She'll be making her first at-bats here at home this season. And batting ninth is the center fielder, number 10, Shay Dyer. So here we go. The Trinity Shamrocks, no runs on 3 hits, no errors, and leaving the bases loaded in the first inning. So here comes Jada Swarner, and she swings at the first pitch and fouls it back for strike 1. Very interesting story for Jada Swarner this season. You may have noticed before, I knew about it the entire season, but I didn't know there was an actual story behind this. Jada Swarner has a shoulder brace on, and we'll get to more of that in a second. And here's a ground ball over to shortstop. Lower to first in time, and there is the first out. Lauren Foster will come up next. Yeah, we'll talk about Jada Swarner later in this broadcast, guys. There is a fascinating story regarding her shoulder injury for the West Prairie Lady Mustangs that, trust me, you do not want to miss later on in this broadcast. We'll probably share that in the next half inning. So here comes Lauren Foster. Lauren Foster taking a high fastball way up high for ball 1. One ball and no strikes here to Lauren Foster. The starting pitcher, by the way, for Trinity is Landry Murray. And here's the next pitch right down the middle for strike one. 1 ball and 1 strike to the senior third baseman, Lauren Foster. The 1-1 pitch is swung on and missed from Foster. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Here comes the 2-2 pitch to Foster and swung on and missed, and that is out number 2. Good at bat there for Lauren Foster, but unfortunately it ends with a strikeout swinging. That's the first strikeout for Landry Murray, and they're very quickly here 2 away. Taylor Lufer now coming up here for the Lady Mustangs, the shortstop, and she takes a high fastball for ball 1. That's one thing that Landry Murray really relies on, and you don't see a lot of pitchers rely heavily on the high fastball above the strike zone, but Trinity's Landry Murray does that, and so it can be hard to lay off sometimes, and Taylor Lufer read that one perfectly. The 1-0 pitch is right inside the strike zone for strike 1. 1 ball and 1 strike. Just got informed that Celine Hoffman is going to be missing a couple of games, and she hopes to return later this week on Thursday. Celine Hoffman dealing with a lower back injury, and we were just told that Celine Hoffman is at home watching. We're rooting for you, Celine. We hope to see you again here soon, and prayers for a speedy recovery. 1 ball and 2 strikes here after that foul ball from Taylor Lufer. The 1-2 pitch coming up, and that is way up high for ball 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Absolutely gorgeous day here for Earth Day 2024. A couple of puffy clouds here and there, but mostly clear skies. Here's the line drive, and that will land foul down the third base line. Still 2 balls and 2 strikes to the West Perry shortstop. Again, this was a game that was amazing that did not go West Perry's way a year ago here on this field in the second game of the year, where West Perry had a 6-0 lead after 3 innings, but then Trinity scoring 7 unanswered runs to force extra innings, and Trinity went on to win from come from behind game. 7-6 was the final in 8 innings last year. In this game, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Good at bat here for Taylor Lufer. And here comes the 2-2 pitch here from Murray. And it is swung on, and that goes right to the West Prairie dugout. Still 2 balls and 2 strikes. Good battle here. We see Danny Wonsick, the head coach down third base line, nodding his head like, yeah, this is a good at bat right here. Keep fouling off these strikes. And see if you can get on base with 2 outs. Bases are empty here with 2 outs in the bottom of the first. Here comes the 2-2 pitch again, and it's swung on, and again goes foul. That is now 10 pitches in this at bat. And something's got to give here in this pitch or in the next couple of pitches. Good at bat here. The 2-2 again. Swung on, and that is going to get... No! Wow, what a catch! I thought that was going to go foul, but it was caught by Taylor Lawrence right along the edge of the gate there. And that is how the inning ends. The Lady Mustangs go down in order 1-2-3. We are going into the second inning with no score. You are watching West Prairie softball against the Trinity Shamrocks exclusively on the West Prairie Athletic Department YouTube channel. We'll be back for a second inning in the scoreless ball game. Second inning we go here. Scoreless ball game. West Prairie goes down in order. The Trinity Shamrocks had the bases loaded. But then a ground out to Lauren Foster ended the threat in the first. So 7, 8, and 9 hitters stood up for the Trinity Shamrocks as Bridget Skulk looks at ball one. And just a crazy first inning for the Trinity Shamrocks. 3 hits. Get the bases loaded, but no score. And the inside pitch here stays inside for ball two. 2-0 here to the Trinity left fielder. Richard Skulk, Landry Murray, and Anna Ness do it up for the Shamrocks in the second. Skulk looked like she was going to bunt there, but well in the dirt is ball three. And it's 3-0 to the leadoff hitter in the second. 3-0 from Weiss, and that's well in the dirt, ball four. So a 4-pitch walk to Bridget Skulk, to start the second inning. That'll bring up Landry Murray. A good start for her in the pitching lane. And now with her first at bat, she's going to go for a bunt for a base hit here, and the bunt goes foul, strike one. Trinity is in the Mid-Penn Capital Division, and like the Canola Division, in my opinion, is a little bit of a stronger division because we got Shippensburg, Big Spring, Northern, the defending state champions. It's a strong division, and Trinity pretty much in charge of that division. And a bunt for a base hit here, and no throw for Lauren Foster. And it's going to be a bunt single here for Landry Murray. I think what Lauren Foster was trying to do is to hang on to the ball and give her a free base in case Bridget Skulk tried to round third because nobody was covering third base. So she hangs on to it. That's going to be a bunt single. And now runners at first and second. A pinch runner coming up here for the Shamrocks pitcher. Did not see the number, so we'll check in on the courtesy runner here for Landry Murray as soon as we get that information. Here comes Anna Ness, and Ness showing bunt and pulls it back for ball one. Good stop there by the West Prairie catcher Rylan Kelly. Make sure that didn't go back. But things going swimmingly here for the Lady Shamrocks. Here's the 1-0. A bunt goes down, and that will go down foul. 1 ball and 1 strike. A 4-pitch walk followed by a bunt single. And now 1-1 count here to the right fielder, Anna Ness, the number 9 hitter for the Lady Shamrocks. Here's the 1-1, and that just misses for ball 2. The pinch runner for Trinity at first base is Katie Manny, Molly's sister for Trinity, the Manny sisters. The 2 balls, 1 strike pitch here from Weiss, showing bunt again, and it stays down low, but called a strike anyway. 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Ooh, that looked a little bit low there, but we'll take it. 2 balls and 2 strikes. There's the 2-2, and Dirk, good scoop, runners going, and not in time to throw up third, not in time. And that's going to be ruled a stolen base because Rylan Kelly had the ball perfectly. The throw just wasn't off in time. So a double steal there for Bridget Skulk and the pinch runner Katie Manny. So now runners in scoring position here. We have a 3-2 count and a swing and a miss for strike 3, and that's a big out number 1 for a strikeout of the day for Addie Weist. That'll bring up the top of the lineup here for the Lady Shamrocks. Here comes Molly Manny. Molly Manny popped out to Addie Weist to start this ball game. And here she swings at the first pitch and fouls it back. 1 no balls and 1 strike. Early trouble here again here for the Lady Mustangs defense. 2 runners in scoring position with only 1 out. Here is the 0-1 pitch coming up, and that is away and caught by Kelly behind the plate. 1 ball and 1 strike. And another score just scored behind us here for the junior high girls soccer matchup. Shippensburg just scored, and line drive right to Looper makes the grab. Hard hit from Molly Manning, but right to Lufer, able to get down on one knee and make the grab. And that is a big out number 2. That'll bring up Ali Aschenbrenner. She had the first base hit and was driving third in the first inning, and here she looks at ball 1. Gotta be careful here because the next 2 hitters in the lineup for Trinity have gotten a base hit. Here's the 0-1, and that's grounded foul for strike 1. Good catch down there by Bob Sullivan down there at third base. Stopped that when it was hard hit. 1 ball and 1 strike. There's a line drive, stays fair, and it's got to be playable for Taylor Luford. For the first is in time. 6-3 putout for out number 3. The side is retired. Trinity again not cashing in with runners in scoring position. We are going to the bottom of the second. No score here at West Perry. Bottom of the second, and we go here. No score and a good ball game here. Trinity in the first 2 innings have 5 runners on base, 4 of them in scoring position. Bases low in the first and runners to second and third in the second, and not cashing in. So here we go with the Lady Mustangs. 4, 5, and 6 hitters after the first 3 went down in order in the first. And here is strike 1 called to Rylan Kelly, the West Perry catcher. Ryan Kelly, Addie Weist, and Maddie Jenkins do that fourth on the Lady Mustangs. Here comes the 0-1 pitch, and that's way outside for ball 1. Next time we'll see West Perry Lady Mustangs at home will be on Thursday when James Buchanan comes to town. But unfortunately, I'm not going to be at that game because my best friend is getting married this weekend. I'm part of the wedding. I'm one of the groomsmen. Happy for my friend Tony and his fiancee Megan getting married this Saturday, and the rehearsal dinner is Thursday. So I will not be here on Thursday, unfortunately, but I'll be cheering on West Perry softball and baseball. They're both at home on Thursday against James Buchanan. Here's the 1-2 pitch, a high fastball, not laid off by Rylan Kelly, and that's strikeout number 2 here for Murray, and there's 1 away here in the second. That'll bring up Addie Weist. Yeah, I'm going to be missing 2 games this week. Tomorrow's my last game already of the week. We'll have West Prairie baseball against Shippensburg at home. And that'll bring up Addie Weist. Addie Weist bring at the first pitch for strike 1. Yeah, it's gonna be a fun weekend for me for sure. I'm kind of bummed I'm going to be missing a couple of games. Softball against James Buchanan. And Saturday I'm going to be missing West Prairie baseball against Susquehanna. A rematch of the Perry County Tournament semifinal where the Mustangs were victorious 5-4 in extra innings. 1 ball, 1 strike here to Addie Weist. Addie Weist, despite getting in early trouble in the first 2 innings, has kept the game scoreless. And now here she will look to get on base here. And here is the swing and foul back for strike 2. 1 ball and 2 strikes here to Addie Weist. I mean, yeah, I'm one of the groomsmen, so I think that's a pretty good reason why you can miss a couple of games. I really don't want to, but hey, it's all good. It's for a good reason. I'm happy for my friends Tony and Megan getting married this weekend. I'm pretty sure they're watching too, and they're saying, "Why are you telling everybody this?" Like, hey, 2 balls and 2 strikes. The 2 balls, 2 strike pitch here to Weiss, and this is high up out towards right field, but the second baseman Ali Aschenbrenner will make the grab, and there are 2 away now. 5 up, 5 down here for Trinity's Landry Murray. And they'll bring up Maddie Jenkins. Maddie Jenkins is one of those players that she can play on any position in the infield and play in the outfield. She can do it all. We are used to seeing her at first base in the last few home games for West Prairie, but she is out on left field here in this game, and she swings at that pitch and fouls it way off for strike 1. West Prairie softball getting a big win on Saturday at Bermudian Springs. A Mercy Wolf victory 12-2 final on the road against the Bermudian Springs Eagles. And pitch inside, ball 1. West Prairie baseball had the bigger win. However, on Saturday, they were also at Bermudian Springs on Saturday, where the Eagles were previously undefeated until the West Prairie Mustangs with a huge win that could be a big momentum booster for the Mustangs. And here is 1 ball and 2 strikes. West Prairie baseball giving Bermudian Springs their first loss of the season. Final score was 9-6 in favor of the Mustangs at Bermudian Springs this past Saturday. And that's definitely a huge momentum booster. Bermudian Springs is a good team. West Prairie giving them their first loss on their field as well. And 1 and 2 pitches swung on and missed. 3 strikeouts already for Landry Murray, and that will retire his tie. 6 up, 6 down for the Lady Mustangs. We are going to the 3rd inning with no score. You are watching West Prairie softball against the Trinity Shamrocks exclusively on the West Prairie Athletic Department YouTube channel. We'll be back for the 3rd inning already here in this one. Back here for the 3rd inning in this one. A scoreless ball game. West Prairie is still looking for their first base runner, and Trinity has not been able to cash in with runners in scoring position in the first 2 innings. And now that'll bring up the 3, 4, and 5 hitters due for Trinity, and here is C. Sullivan, and she fouls off the first pitch for strike 1. There's the next pitch, and that goes out to center field for a base hit. So a leadoff base hit here for C. Sullivan. That's her 2nd hit of the game already. Both out to center field even. And so that'll bring up Taylor Lawrence. Had a nice grab in foul territory down the 3rd base line already in this game, back to end the 1st inning. So here's Taylor Lawrence. She hit one hard but lined out to Shay Dyer her first time up in center field. And here she takes ball 1. It will be 7, 8, and 9 hitters stood up for the Lady Mustangs in the bottom of the 3rd, because nobody has gone on base so far. And here's a swing and foul back, 1 ball and 1 strike. Say Sullivan, daughter of Trinity head coach Bob Sullivan. That's 1 ball and 1 strike here to Taylor Lawrence. Here's the 1-1, and that's line drive. Stopped by Lufer, and a throw to second in time. Chance Warren not a throw to first for a possible double play. So it's going to be a fielder's choice for Taylor Lawrence. See Sullivan out at second for the first out. So I'll bring up Aubrey Holtzapfel. She had a base hit in the first. The last hit in the first, and here she grounds one. Lauren Foster again throw to second is in time. Now throw there for Jada Swarner, and there's a back-to-back fielder's choice for back-to-back outs on back-to-back pitches. A lot of back-to-backs here. 2 away here. Now bring up Anna Schaefer. She ground out to Lauren Foster her first time out, making her 0 for 1. She ended the first inning with a ground out, and here she looks at ball 1. A good matchup here, non-conference matchup. A lot of green in this one, and how appropriate. It's Earth Day. A lot of green here today. And there is strike one. Strike one called on Anna Schaefer. Anna Schaefer weighing the 1-1, and she swings and fouls it back for a strike 2. Now is a good time for our West Perry Athletic Pirate Trivia question of the game. Today's question is West Perry or Trinity? Which softball program has more District 3 playoff games that lasted more or less than 7 innings? And here's a ground ball to Lauren Foster, and Shaver grounds out to her again for the second time, and that will end the inning. Trinity, no runs on 1 hit, back-to-back fielder's choice, and a ground out. And we are going into the bottom of the third, still with no score. This is West Perry softball against Trinity. Back here for the bottom of the third, and 7-8-9 hitters stood up for the Lady Mustangs. West Perry is still looking for their first hit, their first base runner of the game so far. It's been 6 up, 6 down for Trinity's Landry Murray. So here we go with Greer Bowles, Ashlyn Clouser, and Shay Dyer to hit here in the bottom of the lineup as Greer Bowles looks at pitch outside the strike zone. 1 ball and no strikes. A very good matchup here. In case you're just tuning in, this is our West Perry Athletic Department trivia question of the game. West Perry or Trinity? Which softball program has more District 3 playoff games that lasted more or less than 7 innings? There's 1 ball and 1 strike here to Bowles. Greer Bowles, a good soccer player here at West Perry. And here's the 1-1, and that's swung on, fouled down the first base line. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Landry Murray has been the story so far for the Trinity Shamrocks. No hits, no walks, no base runners on. 3 strikeouts already through the first 6 in the lineup. Because she'll be looking for number 4 on this 1-2 pitch. And swung on and is fouled back. Just tipped at the plate. Taylor Lufer had a big at-bat to end the first inning, but with a ball caught by a third baseman, Taylor Lawrence, in foul territory right along the gate entrance down the third base line. Here comes the 1-2, and that's a rip, and that's going to be a base hit. West Prairie is on the hit column for the first time, and it's a leadoff single for Greer Bowles. Good effort there for the Trinity shortstop Aubrey Holtzapfel. But a leadoff base hit gets West Prairie in the hit column for the first time. And here comes Ashlyn Klauser making her first at bat, her first play appearance at home this season. She swings and misses at the first pitch for strike one. Ashlyn Klauser has been dealing with a knee injury for most of the season, and here she is batting here for the Lady Mustangs. And she has got to go ahead to play in this one. Ashlyn Klauser also on the West Prairie girls wrestling team here. And she puts down a bunt and goes down foul down the third base line. And that is strike two. No balls and 2 strikes here to Ashlyn Klauser, the West Prairie first baseman. And here comes the 0-2, and swung on and missed from Klauser. Greer Bowles away off the bag and safe, diving back in. Wow, that was close. Dangerous there for Greer Bowles. That is strikeout number 4 already here for Murray, and that's the first out of the inning. Here comes Shay Dyer now, making her first trip to the plate here and today. The number 9 hitter, Shay Dyer. And hold up now as we have a timeout here as the umpires are talking to each other. Here we have a conference call here between the umpires here. They might be talking about the play at first base for Greer Bowles. The basis umpire here today is Wes Bauer, and the home plate umpire is Richard McClure. Got a correction on the home plate umpire's name is Richard. And nothing has changed. So one out here with Greer Bowles at first and Shay Dyer. Shay Dyer looking at the first pitch. Now Greer Bowles is calling a rundown, and a throw to second is not going to be there. It is overthrown by the Trinity catcher C. Sullivan. And that, I believe, is going to be rolling an E2. It is 1 strike there to Shay Dyer. And Trinity almost had Greer Bowles run down at second, but overthrow here from C. Sullivan puts Greer Bowles at second. And that was ball 1. 1 ball and 1 strike here. West Prairie with their first base runner here on their first hit from Greer Bowles, now in scoring position. And there's a pitch in the dirt for ball 2. Ideal good weather conditions here today for West Prairie versus Trinity. Current game time temperature staying pretty at 62 degrees and perfectly clear skies here today. And there's a pitch inside for ball 3. Jada Swarner is on deck at the top of the lineup for the Lady Mustangs. I'll have a big story to tell you about Jada Swarner in the next at-bat. 3 balls, 1 strike. Pitch coming up here from Murray. Here it is, and that is up high for ball 4. First walk given up for Landry Murray, and that'll put runners at first and second now, with only 1 out for Jada Swarner at the top of the lineup. So Jada Swarner has a big shoulder brace. And there is strike 1 to Swarner. And you probably noticed that before, that she's been wearing that shoulder brace all season long. And a couple days ago, her mom texted me the story over on Facebook Messenger about that injury that she had. And it really is a remarkable story. And Swarner shows bunt and calls strike 2 there. Or no, correction, is held up for ball 1. 1 ball and 1 strike. So 1-1 to Swarner, and that is fouled back for a strike 2. 1 ball and 2. Or no, it's. Okay, they're having me all sorts of confused here. It's no balls and 2 strikes. Going to West Prairie scoreboard to my right here. Yeah, we'll talk about Jay Swarner in the next half inning as we get set for the 4th inning. But West Prairie, the Lane Mustangs, on a roll here right now with a runner in scoring position. Here's a swing and a miss, and that is strike 3 for out number 2. That'll bring up Lauren Foster. Lauren Foster went down on strikes, swinging in the 1st inning. Lauren Foster will look to put this one in play. A base hit to the outfield could most likely bring in a run with Greer Bowles at second. Lauren Foster went in the first pitch from Landry Murray, and she swings at it and is missing for strike 1. No ball, 1 strike pitch here to Lauren Foster. Here's the windup, here's the pitch, and that just misses for no. Strike 2, a late call there for home plate umpire. No balls and 2 strikes here. West Prairie getting their first hit and their first walk. And now they're in danger of not getting anything going after that. Here's the 0-2, and that's a foul ball off the umpire's mask, as he looks to be okay. Not even a French, Richard McClure. Richard McClure here. No balls and 2 strikes here to Lauren Foster. There's a swing and a miss from Foster. Goes down on strikes for the 2nd time, and it's back-to-back strikeouts to end the inning. West Prairie gets their first hit, but nothing doing with a runner in scoring position. We are going to the 4th inning already, still scoreless, as we'll be back in about 10 seconds. So we're about to get set here for the 4th inning, and I know we've been talking about James Swarton here and about this story that we have to tell you here, and now here we are in between innings, and we're going to get that going here right now. Jada's mom, Kelly, texted me on Facebook Messenger a couple of days after the game on Thursday, and it really is a remarkable story for Jada Swarner with a big shoulder brace in her right shoulder, and this was due to an off-season shoulder surgery she had. It could have been last spring, but they weren't very sure about that. The MRI that she had in the fall showing a torn labrum in her pitching throwing arm, and immediately underwent surgery. She received 3 anchors and had a partially torn rotator cuff. The surgery occurred in December, and through her determination and hard work, she has been able to return to softball when most thought she missed the entire season. Even now, she's probably only 70 to 75% healthy, back to where she was. So what she's been able to contribute so far to the team is astonishing, to say the least. And it really is. Like, you're not playing at 100%, and yeah, you're probably not going to do so well at the plate very often, but Janice Warner, she has been doing good at the plate so far. Not so much today, but still time in a scoreless ball game. And yeah, it really is amazing. Like, when you think that you're going to miss the entire season after having a surgery for a torn labrum in her shoulder back in December and now coming back here in April, absolutely amazing. Congratulations to Chase Warren and her entire family to get her healthy and ready to go. It's 1 ball and 1 strike here as we start the top of the 4th inning. Bridget Skalk had a walk to lead off the 2nd, and here she puts a bunt down. Lauren Foster right there, throw first, not in time. Lauren Foster was off to her horse, and so was Bridget Skalk. That's going to be a bunt single here to lead off the fourth. That'll bring up Landry Murray. Landry Murray had a base hit in the second inning, make her 1-for-1. That's a stolen base as well. The bunt missing there and going around for strike one. Addie Weiss still pitching here. Had gotten herself into a little bit of a situation in the first and second innings. Not so much in the third, but she has been doing very well as the game is scoreless, at least for now. And the bunt goes down and off of Murray's foot, and that will roll the ball dead at the plate. It's no balls and 2 strikes. Once again, thank you so much for tuning in on the West Prairie Athletic Department YouTube channel. My name is Alex Wall, the Golden Pipes of West Prairie Athletics. Here's the 0-2 pitch and up high, and a runner Skalk going for second, and a throw is there, but not in time. Bridget Skalk with her second stolen base of the game. So now Bridget Skalk at second, 1 ball and 2 strikes. There's the 1-2, and swung on, grounded by Weiss. And not looking over to third as she throws over to first. That'll put Skalk over at third base. Ground out here for the first out. That'll bring up Anna Ness. She struck out swinging for the first out in the second. So far, the only Trinity Shamrock to strike out so far in this game. And here she gets a bunt down, and Weiss makes the grab and throw it back to first. It's not in time. It's a safety squeeze there for Anna Ness and result in an RBI. And it's now 1-0 Trinity. So that'll bring up Molly Manny at the top of the lineup for the Shamrocks. A safety squeeze there from Anna Ness. Scores Bridget Skalk from third. And now 1-0 for the Lady Shamrocks. And first pitch strike here to Molly Manny from Addie Weiss. Two strikes here now with the bases empty. A slow breaking ball is outside for ball one. There was a situation earlier today in the New York Yankees game in the first inning when there was a situation where the home plate umpire was yelling at Aaron Boone, and it was really bizarre. I forget what happened, caused an argument. It really sounded like nothing, and the home plate umpire is yelling, Aaron Boone, you say one more word, you're out. And the camera was showing here's a base hit, by the way, for Molly Manny. Yeah, you could probably find this on MLB.com for sure. Base hit there for Molly Manny. And so yeah, the home plate umpire yelling at the Yankees manager, Aaron Boone, saying, you say one more word, you're out. And the camera was showing crystal clear at Aaron Boone. And here's a high fly ball. And he never said a word. And this ball is dropped by Lauren Foster. What was it, foul? No, it wasn't. So that's going to be an E5. As Ali Eschenbrenner goes over to first on the error. Even with 2 outs, Molly Manny was not taken off. So she stays put at second. Could have been a lot worse. So that'll bring up C. Sullivan now. 2 for 2 with 2 base hits. And here she rips one out here, and that ball is way out of here past the road. A 3-run home run for C. Sullivan. That ball was crushed. You could forget about it. And it's 4-0 Trinity. A big blow especially after the error on the last pitch. And it's now 4-0 for the Trinity Shamrocks. Just a big blow right there, a 3-run home run for C. Sullivan, her third hit of the game, and it's 4-0 now after a 3-run home run. Here comes Taylor Lawrence. Taylor Lawrence 0 for 2. She reached off fielder's choice. Here she goes over to Taylor Lufer and throw us in time, and that will end the inning. An error on Lauren Foster third puts Ali Aschenbrenner at first, and then the next pitch, a 3-run bomb from C. Sullivan, makes it 4-0 hanging into the bottom of the fourth. We'll be back for that inning. Ball in the fourth inning. And for Trinity, 4 runs on 3 hits, including a 3-run bomb from C. Sullivan. 2 of those runs are unearned because of the error of Lauren Foster. And now here comes Aubrey Holtz, excuse me, I'm still on the Trinity side of the scorebook here. Here comes Taylor Lufer. Taylor Lufer swings at the first pitch and missing for strike 1. Taylor Lufer had an amazing at-bat that ended with a pop out to third to end the first inning. Here she leads off the fourth, a 4-0 lead now for the Trinity Shamrocks. And here's the swing, and that is popped up. And a quick run there for Landry Murray makes the catch, and that is how the bottom of the fourth gets started. A pop out to the pitcher, 1 away. So that'll bring up Rylan Kelly now. Rylan Kelly went down on strikes to lead off the second inning. Here's the first pitch to Kelly, and she swings and grounds it to the shortstop. Throw to first, it's got to be in time, and very quickly there are 2 away on just 3 pitches. Three pitches, 2 outs. And that'll bring up Addie Weist. Wind starting to pick up here a little bit. And a time off the plate here for Addie Weist. She popped out to second her first time out, making her 0 for 1. Here's the first pitch to Weist. And that misses for ball 1. Here is our answer to our West Prairie Athletic Parent Trivia question of the game: West Prairie or Trinity? Which softball program has more District 3 playoff games that lasted more or less than 7 innings? And that stat goes to Trinity. And here's a high fly ball and lands foul down the first base line. 1 ball and 1 strike here to Addie Weist. No doubt that she'll love to get that last inning back. What could have been a 1-0 score right now, but then an error. Lauren Foster, it was a tough play. She was trying to get close to the plate, and the wind might have knocked it down a little bit. But it went off of Lauren Foster's glove, and it ruled an error. And that was in fair territory. 2 balls and 1 strike. Trinity has 5 playoff games in the history of the program that lasted more or less than 7 innings. West Prairie has 3. And that's your answer to our trivia question of the game. 3 balls and 1 strike here to Addie Weist. Two gone with the bases empty. 3-1 pitch coming up here from Landry Murray to Addie Weiss. A pitching matchup here. 3-1. And swung on and missed. And what was that, strike three? I guess so. And they must have missed a strike there. So that is strike three swinging. And Mustangs go down in order in the fourth. We are going to the fifth inning. 4-0 lead for the Trinity Shamrocks. You are watching West Perry against Trinity exclusively on the West Perry Athletic Park YouTube channel. We'll be back for the fifth inning. 4-0 lead for the Lady Shamrocks. Inning number 5 we go here. As Trinity Shamrocks with 4 runs in the fourth, and now the Trinity Shamrocks will look to add some more here in this ball game. As it's got to be 5, 6, and 7 here stood up for the Shamrocks, and here's our first pitch strike to Aubrey Holtzapfel, her third at bat already here in this game. Holtzapfel 1 for 2. She had a single in the first and reached on fielder's choice her last time up, making her 1 for 2. And there's ball 1 here to Holtzapfel, the Trinity shortstop. Lauren Foster, ladies and gentlemen, is up for the Penn Life Mid-Penn Conference Player of the Week. Here's a high fly ball. Maddie Jenkins reaching back towards on the warning track, and she cannot get to it, and it's a leadoff double for Aubrey Holtzapfel. Her second hit of the game for her first double out to deep left field. That wasn't going to go out, but it went pretty far enough for a leadoff double. Here comes Anna Schaefer. She grounded out to Lauren Foster at third twice already, making her 0 for 2. And she's going for a bunt here, and that lands fair ball, and throw to first is in time. That ball just stuck down perfectly down the third base line, and it stays fair, and that's got to be a sacrifice bunt. Try to bunt for a base hit even. It was close for Anna Schaefer, but one away here as Holtzapfel goes over to third. That'll bring up Richard Skalk. And she looks at first pitch strike. Skalk 1 for 1, a walk and a single to lead off the fourth. She was the first runner to score for the Shamrocks back in the fourth inning on a ground out from Anna Ness. On a safety squeeze, here's the 0-1, and a bunt goes down. Ron Kelly makes the grab and went down first. So foul ball here, no balls and 2 strikes. 1 out here with a runner on third. The Shamrocks trying to extend their 4-0 lead. Here's the 0-2 pitch, and swing and a miss from Skalk. Skalk sit down for the first time in this game, and that is out number 2. Now bring up Landry Murray. 1 for 2. She grounded out to Addie Weiss her last time up. She had a single back in the second. The first pitch and a high fastball swung on Lufer, and throw to first is not going to be in time. Not going to think about throwing to the plate, as it's going to be an infield single for Landry Murray for an RBI. And it's now 5-0 Trinity. Yeah, I would have thrown to plate here because it seemed like an easier play. So, so now an infield single for an RBI, and here's Anna Ness. She had the RBI. She's 0 for 2 with an RBI. Scored Bridget Skalk from third in the fourth inning. First ball 1 to Ness. The 1-0 is swung on down the first baseline, foul. 1 ball, 1 strike. Yeah, so if you would like to vote for Lauren Foster, our player of the week, despite a loss last week against Bowling Springs, she went 3 for 4 in the game. That's why she got nominated for the Penn Live Mid-Penn Conference Player of the Week. And here's the line drive, and this goes all the way to the fence. And now not stopping, and a throw away, and that will increase the score. It's going to be a triple here for Anna Ness. That ball was ripped hard. And Greater Bowls and Shea Dyer could not get to it quick enough. It's an RBI triple, and it's now 6-0 Trinity. And so that'll bring us back to the top of the line for Trinity as Molly Manning looks at ball 1 way up high. What a turnaround here for the Trinity Shamrocks. We knew that runs would be coming, but Trinity is now overloading on Addie Weist here. 2 balls and no strikes here to the Trinity center fielder. Leadoff hitter for the Lady Shamrocks. She's 1 for 3. She had a base hit in the fourth, and then came around to score on the 3-run home run from C. Sullivan. 3 balls and no strikes here. There's a 3-0 from Weist, and a swing, ground ball, playable for Swarner. Flipped to first, and barely in time, but it is in time. Molly Manning trying to hit one 3-0, but it ends up in a ground out to Jada Swarner, and that will end the inning. 2 more runs come across the score. An RBI single for Landry Murray and an RBI triple from Anna Ness makes it 6-0 heading into the bottom of the 5th. Bottom of the 5th we go. Trinity not wasting any time. I think Landry Murray only had like 3 pitches in between innings there. And she is set ready to go. It has been smooth sailing so far for the Trinity Shamrocks. 6-0 lead hanging to the bottom of the 5th. And 6-7-8 here stood up for the Lady Mustangs as Maddie Jenkins will come up. She's 0 for 1. Ended the second inning with a strikeout. And here she looks at strike 1. Oh my goodness. So I was talking about earlier today about the what happened at the Yankees game. Aaron Boone was arguing with the umpire, and the umpire said, "One more word and you're gone." The camera was clearly visible on Aaron Boone, and a fan behind him said something. Here's a fly out to center field. A fan behind the Yankees dugout. And the umpire heard what the fan said. He thought it was Aaron Boone, but Aaron Boone clearly did not say anything. Aaron Boone was ejected for what a fan said. I don't know what the fan said, but apparently it was enough for the home plate umpire to think Aaron Boone said something. So 1 away here after a fly out to center field. Now bring out Greer Bowles, and here's the wrist one out for a base hit. Aggressive swing here for the Mustangs early on as Greer Bowles takes the first pitch and drills it out to right field for the second hit for her. Greer Bowles now 2 for 2 with 2 singles. That'll bring up Ashlyn Clouser now. Greer Bowles having herself a game. 2 hits for the Mustangs, both off the bat of Greer Bowles. Here's Ashlyn Clouser, and she looks to get a bunt down, and Ball ruled dead at the plate. Strike one. Ashlyn Krauser went down on strikes for the first down in the third inning, making her 0 for 1. Here comes the 0-1 pitch here to Krauser from Murray, and had a duck under the way. And I actually take that back. We actually have a pinch hitter here. 1 ball, 1 strike. It's a pinch hitter here as Haley Prowl will have her first at bat here. And Haley Prowl looks at ball 2. Haley Prowl with a runner on first and 1 out. Here's the 2-1 pitch, and that's down low for ball 3. Three balls and 1 strike. Haley Prowl. Having a good at bat so far. Good hitters count. 3 balls and 1 strike. Here comes the pitch from Landry Murray. And swing and a miss. Good swing, but just going over it. And it's now count full at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Shay Dyer is on deck. And here comes the 3-2. And that's down low. Ball 4. Haley Brown checking back to make sure that wasn't a strike. And now rounds out first and second here with 1 out for Shay Dyer. Shay Dyer walked her first time up. So no official at bat for her. Walked on 3-1, and here is a pitch down low for ball 1. Hey, a 6-0 lead is definitely not a comfortable lead for some softball teams. This was the score last year, except it was West Prairie with a 6-0 lead. Then Trinity scored 7 runs through innings 4 through 8 to have a 7-6 victory against the Mustangs. Will West Prairie look for a little payback here, doing the same thing? 1 ball, 1 strike here to Shay Dyer. And here comes the 1-1 pitch. A swing and a miss from Dyer. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Jada Swarter at the top of the lineup is on deck. Only 1 out here in the inning. Here's the 1-2. A high fastball laid off. Count even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Two pitch coming up here. West Prairie only with 2 hits so far, both off the bat of Greer Bowles, who's currently at second. 2-2 pitch is outside for ball 3. 3 balls and 2 strikes to back-to-back batters here for the Lane Mustangs. Haley Prowl walked with a full count. Shay Dyer could be looking for the same thing, or perhaps a base hit that'll potentially put West Prairie on the board. Here comes the 3-2 pitch from Murray, and a swing and a miss at the high fastball. Shay Dyer unable to catch up to it, and there is out number 2. Where they put at first and second with 2 outs. And here comes Jada Swarner. Jada Swarner, like so many others here for West Prairie, hitless so far in this game. 6-3 put out, ground out to shortstop in the first, and she struck out swinging for the second out in the third. Here, Jada Swarner looks at ball 1. Have you ever thought of becoming a softball umpire? Now is your opportunity. Go to PIAA.org to find out how you can become a PIAA official. Again, that's PIAA.org. Call strike 1 here to Jay Swarner. 1 ball, 1 strike. 6-0 lead for the Trinity Shamrocks in the bottom of 5th with 2 outs. 1-1 pitch coming up here from Murray. Here it is, a ground ball over to short. And having trouble with that throw to second. It's got to be in time. And a fielder's choice ends it there for the Lane Mustangs. We are going into inning number 6, and it's a 6-0 lead for Trinity. You are watching the West Prairie Softball Lady Mustangs against the Trinity Lady Shamrocks exclusively on the West Prairie Athletic Department YouTube channel. We'll be back for inning number 6. 6-0 lead for the Shamrocks. New pitcher now for the West Prairie Lady Mustangs as Lauren Foster will come over from third base to pitch now, and Addie Weiss from pitching will go over to third base, as normally is the case for every game so far for West Prairie Lady Mustangs. Not every game, but most of them. As Lauren Foster will now take on Ali Aschenbrenner, and she swings at that pitch and fouls it off. 1 ball and 1 strike here to Ali Aschenbrenner. 1 for 3. She hit a ball that was dropped by Lauren Foster while she was at third base. And here she grants one to Taylor Lufer. A quick throw to first is in time. And the top of inning number 6 starts with a ground out to short. 1 away. Gotta be careful here now. C. Sullivan. 3 for 3, 2 singles, and a 3-run home run in their last at bat in the 4th. That made it 4-0 at the time. Here she swings at the first pitch and fouls it off for strike 1. Definitely a big at bat here. Gotta be careful. The best hitter on the Trinity team so far. 3 for 3, 2 singles, and a 3-run home run. Here's the next pitch. High fastball missing for ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike here to Sullivan, the Trinity catcher. Here's a swing, and that'll go foul down the third base line. 1 ball and 2 strikes here to Sullivan. If Trinity can get 4 runs here in this inning and then keep the West Prairie Mustangs scoreless in the bottom half of inning number 6, then Trinity will win by a mercy rule, a 10-run rule in 6 innings. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Already 1 out here in the bottom half of inning number 6. And here comes the 2-2. And a swing, and that's down third base line. Foul. Hattie Prowl is going to stay in the game. She is now over at first base. So see, Sullivan 2-2 pitch from Foster, and this is popped up. Foster trying to get it this time, and she runs towards the third base line, makes the grab, and they're very quickly 2 away here. Trinity has not gone down 1-2-3 yet in this game. And here comes Taylor Lawrence. She's 0 for 3. She reached on a fielder's choice back in the 3rd inning. She ground out to Taylor Looper her last time up. And here's ball one. Wind starting to pick up here. I mean, nothing out of the ordinary here in Elliotsburg. Very windy most of the time. There's a swing, and that'll go out to center field for a base hit. Good effort there for Jada Swarner at second. And it's a two-out base runner, Taylor Lawrence, with her first hit of the game. She's now 1 for 4. That'll bring up Aubrey Holtzapfel here to the plate. 2 for 3 in the game. She has reached base 3 times on fielder's choice, a single, and she had a double to lead off the 5th inning last time up. Here's ball one. So 1-0, and chopper here, Addie Weiss with the grab at third, long throw, and it's dropped by Haley Prowl. The throw was in time, but Prowl dropping it, and that's going to be an E3. That should have ended the inning, and Taylor Lawrence goes over to second on the error. And now a chance here for Anna Schaefer. 0 for 2. She laid down a sacrifice bunt her last time up. Now runners in second, first and second here with 2 outs. And she looks at pitch at third, ball one. This past weekend, Friday and Saturday, I made my radio debut for Juniata County Radio. And here's the swing, and that's foul down the third baseline. 1 ball, 1 strike. A few weeks ago, Brad Strasser, the sports director for Juniata County Radio, messaged me on Facebook, asked me if I could help out a little bit for Juniata Sports. Juniata County Radio covers high school sports for Juniata and East Juniata high schools. And last Friday and Saturday, I had the honor of calling on a radio for Juniata softball. And I'll tell you what, ladies and gentlemen, that Juniata softball team is amazing. They are 9-0 right now, undefeated, and it's all mostly because of their pitcher, Elizabeth Geisher. On Friday, she recorded her 1,000th career strikeout. You heard me wrong on that one. That was the fielder's choice for Anna Schaefer. That will end the inning. And no runs come across the score on 1 hit, 1 error, and still 6-0 after 5.5. We're going to the bottom half of inning number 6 in just a moment. This is West Perry versus Trinity softball. Two, 3, and 4 hitters coming out for the bottom half of inning number 6. And here we go, as these 2, 3, and 4 hitters stood up for the Lady Mustangs. Lauren Foster, Taylor Lufer, and Ron Kelly. Combine those 3 hitters, they are 0-6 so far in this game. And Lauren Foster laying us off. She struck out twice, 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts, both times swinging. So yeah, I was very excited for Friday and Saturday covering Juniata softball in a new platform, a new station. I think my first ever radio broadcast. I mean, I wish it was for West Perry, but it doesn't matter to me. Like where I go, it's always exciting to try something different and expand my horizons a little bit. And so here comes Lauren Foster, and I could ask for 2 better games out of Juniata. And Elizabeth Geisher is the starting pitcher. Already the only pitcher for Juniata. And on Friday against Line Mountain in a Tri-5 League matchup, she recorded 19 strikeouts. And her second and last strikeout was her 1,000th career strikeout. And then I talked to Brad Strasser, the sports director for Trinity County Radio. The 0-1 pitch is up high for Lauren Foster, 1 ball, 1 strike. And I asked Brad Strasser, like, are you guys doing the Juniata game at Susquehanna tomorrow, which was on Saturday? And they were like, no. It's like, listen, I know the athletic director at Susquehanna. If I can talk to him and possibly get this set up, we can do it. And here's swing a high fly ball down third base line, trying to reach for it is Taylor Lawrence, but goes out of play. 1 ball and 2 strikes. So we got to go ahead on Saturday to do Juniata softball at Susquehanna with 2 undefeated teams, the 2 best defenses in the Tri-Valley League, and the outcome was an outcome that I don't think anybody expected. It was a 11-0 victory for Juniata in 5 innings, and Elizabeth Gaisher had a no-hitter against Susquehanna on Saturday. It was unbelievable. I thought it was going to be one of those 1-0 games for one of those teams, but it turned to be the exact opposite. 11-0 win for Juniata at Susquehanna Saturday. And what was a lopsided affair. And the 2-2 pitch for Lauren Foster swung on and missed, and that, excuse me, that's strikeout number 3. And Lauren Foster down on strikes for the 3rd time for the first out. Sneaks around another broadcast. I don't do that very often. Tara Lufer now coming up. And Lufer swing at the first pitch, grounded to the other shortstop. Throw is in time. And that is out number 2 already here in the bottom half of inning number 6. So 2 outs. And base is empty for Rylan Kelly. Rylan Kelly 0 for 2 on strikeout, and she grounded out to the shortstop Aubrey Holtzapfel her last time up. And here's the first pitch in the dirt. West Prairie already down to their final 4 outs. West Prairie softball on Friday is at Juniata up in Mifflintown. And Juniata is definitely beatable. You just gotta find a way to get past Elizabeth Gaisher because she is one tough cookie. I'll tell you what. Now, want to know? Elizabeth Gaisher for Juniata, a Fordham University commit, Division 1. 2 balls and no strikes. Juniata made it to the state championship game a year ago, and it wouldn't surprise me at all if Juniata makes it to the state championship again and potentially winning it. Last year, I forget who they played, but Juniata lost 1-0 in a state championship game last year. 2 balls and 1 strike after Kelly fouling that pitch off. Yeah, it's a busy week for West Prairie softball. Today against Trinity. Tomorrow they are at Shippensburg. Thursday they are back here at home against Chase Buchanan. Now Friday they're at Juniata. 2-1 pitch is swung foul back. Rylan Kelly, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Two balls, 2 strikes. Going up here, Rylan Kelly, bases empty, nobody on. 2-2, swung on and fouled back. Still 2 balls and 2 strikes. Some audio issues right now, so do apologize for that. We can clear it up now. Gonna clear it up right away, actually. 2 balls and 2 strikes. And here's a ground ball, and that will go out to center field for a 2-out base knock. Rylan Kelly getting her first hit of the game. She's now 1 for 3. And the Mustangs have a potential 2-out rally. That was another thing for Juniata softball on Saturday at Susquehanna. 10 of those 11 runs were scored with 2 outs. See, West Prairie can do something like that as now Addie Weist will come up, the new third baseman. And she looks at ball 1. Foul line score for Addie Weist. She pitched for 5 innings, facing 28 batters, had 2 strikeouts, gave up 1 walk, 11 hits, and 4 earned runs. Comes the 1-0 pitch, actually. And here's, well, count doesn't matter much, as now Addie Weist has a base hit up the middle. Riley Kelly stopping at second. And now the Mustangs are doing business here, down to their final 4 outs. And here comes Maddie Jenkins. She's 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a fly out to center field her last time up. And the next pitch gets away from the catcher, C. Sullivan. And both runners will move up a base on a wild pitch. That's the first wild pitch we have seen in this game from either team. It is 1-0 here to Maddie Jenkins. And the 1-0 coming up here to Maddie Jenkins. There's a swing, and that will go out to center field. Wes Perry's on the board. It goes off, took an awkward bounce out towards left field, and it's a 2-run single for Maddie Jenkins. It is now 6-2. Wasn't hit very hard, but Maddie Jenkins gets Wes Perry on the board. A 2-run single makes it 6-2. Riley Kelly and Addie Weiss both scoring from second and third. And now a timeout called here. So now I'll bring up Greer Bowles, who's 2 for 2 with 2 base hits, 2 singles. And she misses at the first pitch for strike 1. Wes Perry on the board, also 2 big runs. As Wes Perry is down to their final 4 outs. A 2-out rally here, 3 hits with 2 outs and 2 runs. Here's Greer Bowles, who has 2 hits so far in this game. Here's the 0-1, and that is up high for ball 1. One ball, 1 strike here to the Wes Perry right fielder. Here's the 1-1, and that's swung on and fouled back. Count now 1 ball and 2 strikes. 2-out rally here for the Lady Mustangs. Can they keep this going? Greer Bowles 2 for 2. Looking for hit number 3 in this game. Here comes the 1-2 from Murray. And swung on, hit hard, and out, and no! Stopped by the second baseman. The throw to second, not in time. Good effort there for Ali Ashenbrenner. But it's got to be ruled an infield single. 4 straight hits now for the Lady Mustangs, all with 2 outs. Maddie Jenkins safe at second. So Maddie Jenkins at second. Greer Bowles with her 3rd hit of the game. And I believe we're going to have a pinch hitter come up here now. Or no, I think it's got to be, well, it could be a pinch runner here for one of the 2 runners. I believe we have a pinch hitter here. And yes, we do. It is, can't read the number from over here. So we have a pinch hitter here. That doesn't look like to be Haley Prowl. Here's a swing and a miss. And now we have our answer. This is Lexi Nouse. We're in number 1. Pinch hitting here. Lexi Nouse. And swing on the first pitch and a high fastball here for ball 1. Good battle here for the Lady Mustangs. Lexi Nouse. And she faces strike 2 called on the edge of the strike zone. 1 ball and 2 strikes. This is a big risk, by the way, because Haley Prowl was the last hitter, and she walked back into 5th. So here's Lexi Nouse now for her first at-bat here in inning number 6. The 1-2, and swing and a miss. And the 2-out rally is over. But West Prairie gets on the board with a two-run single from Maddie Jenkins. We are going to the seventh inning. Trinity now leads 6-2. You are watching West Prairie softball against the Trinity Shamrocks exclusively on the West Prairie Athletic Department YouTube channel. We'll be back for the seventh inning. West Prairie down by 4. Seventh inning coming up here, a gorgeous day, Earth Day 2024. As we are set for the seventh inning, West Prairie in the bottom of inning number 6, 2 runs on 4 hits, no errors, leaving 2 runners left on base. Maddie Jenkins with a 2-run single to put West Prairie on the board. And now here is Bridget Skalk getting a bunt down, and it goes down foul for strike 1. Gotta be careful here. Bridget Skalk, she can run. And she scored 1 so far in this game. She struck out swinging her last time up, making her 1 for 2. She walked back in the second. There's a swing, and that goes off. No, that looked to be off of her. And yeah, the bases umpire there, Wes Bauer, realizing that it wasn't caught by the home plate umpire. As no balls and 2 strikes here to Skalk. We have a good one here, ladies and gentlemen. As West Prairie in the bottom of the 7th will have 9 1-2 hitters. And now, for some reason here, Denny Wansick is coming out to talk to Wes Bauer. Now the umpires have got to get together. Could they potentially be calling this runner's interference? That might be the call, because the rule is if you hit the ball and you're way outside the strike zone, but you hit the ball anyway past that is an out right there. That's runner's interference. But however, if you stay in the box and you hit the ball, that ball is ruled dead and it's just a strike. So they keep it upheld as a strike. I think that's what Danny Wansick was arguing. She might have hit the ball when she was completely outside the batter's box. So here comes the next pitch, and swung on and up high, and Jada Swarner with the grab with 2 strikes, and there is the first out. Shay Dyer was about to really hurry down to the second base bag. But 1 away here, a nice running grab there for Jada Swarner. Now bring up Landry Murray now. Murray 2 for 3 in the game with 2 singles. She recorded now to end the 4th inning. And here's ball 1 to Murray. Both these teams will be right back in action tomorrow in their respective divisions in the Mid-Penn Conference. Here's a swing, and that will land just in front of the Trinity dugout. And that's strike 1. 1 ball and 1 strike. West Prairie will be on the road at Shippensburg tomorrow. And the Trinity Lady Shamrocks will be back at home at Wasp Park, where they take on Camp Hill at 4:15 tomorrow. There's a check swing, and called strike anyway on Landry Murray. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Not a bad crowd here today, Earth Day 2024. Happy Earth Day, everybody. There's a swing and a miss on 1 and 2 pitch. That is strike 3. And they're very quickly 2 away here in the top of the 7th. Ron Foster trying to keep this score exactly where it is. Hey, it's a nice day to be riding out on a bike. I'll tell you what, 2 of them just came right behind me here. So here comes Anna Ness. She has 2 RBIs in the game, 1 on a ground out, and she had an RBI triple her last time up. Here she faces ball one. Bases are empty here with 2 outs for Anna Ness. First time facing Lauren Foster, and here is the high fastball for ball two. Six-2 here in the 7th inning. And 2 outs here with bases empty. Here's the 2-0, and that is swung on and missed for strike one. A pitch in the dirt. Anna Ness 1 for 3 with 2 RBIs and a triple. The 2-1 pitch here to Ness, and that is swung on and missed for strike two. So count now even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. There's the 2-2, and that is fouled off. Still 2 balls and 2 strikes. Ball in the 7th will feature Shay Dyer, Jada Swarner, and Lauren Foster to bat for the Lady Mustangs. Could be exciting 7th inning coming up. Very doable 4-run ball game. There's a swing hard foul down the first base line. Still 2 balls and 2 strikes. It will also be interesting to see if Trinity decides to stick with Landry Murray as the pitcher in the 7th inning after giving up 2 runs on 4 hits, all with 2 outs. And that pitch just misses. It's ball 3. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Bases are empty with 2 outs. 3-2. And that's in the dirt for ball 4. So Trinity has not gone down in order at all in any inning so far this game. And it's back to the top of the lineup here for the Trinity Shamrocks. Marley Manny coming up 1 for 4. She had a base hit in the 4th and came around to score. She grounded out to Jada Swarner her last time up, swinging on 3 and out. Here she faces strike one. Marley Manny, the 0-1 pitch, and ball one. The 1-1 pitch here from Foster is swung on and grounded perfectly by Addie Weiss, who snelled over at first, and she steps on the bag herself, and that will end the inning. Nothing doing after a 2-out walk. Last chance coming up for the Lady Mustangs, down by 4. Very doable comeback situation coming up for the Lady Mustangs. As we're heading to the bottom of the 7th, Shay Dyer will lead off. Don't go anywhere. We could be in for an exciting finish here on Earth Day. Bottom of the 7th we go. 4-run difference as Trinity is looking for 3 outs to win at West Perry for the 2nd straight year. Before last year, West Perry had a 10-game winning streak against the Shamrocks. And now, here's Shay Dyer going for a bunt for a base hit, and a throw is in time. Shay Dyer not happy. She tried to bunt for a base hit, and that is very quickly 1 pitch and 1 out. Now bring up the top of the lineup here for Jada Swarner. 0 for 3, a ground out, a strikeout, and a fielder's choice to end the 5th. in her last at bat here. She swings at the first pitch, and that is strike one. One thing you definitely have to do here when you're down by 4, it's a very doable comeback here. And one thing you really have to be here in a ball and sound down by 4, you have to be patient. You have to let the pitches come to you. If you see a pitch that you can swing at, great, like Jay Suarez doing here, and that will land in fair play. It's a base hit down the third base line, as Jay Suarez becomes the first base run of the inning with 1 out. Yeah, you have to be very patient here if you're a Lady Mustangs. If you see a pitch that you can hit, then by all means you might want to go for it. But really, you should be taking pitches until you see a strike. So that'll bring up Lauren Foster now. And Lauren Foster swings at the first pitch and foul back for strike one. Lauren Foster 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts. She did her job in the top of the 7th. It was the first time that Trinity has not gotten a base hit in any inning until the 7th inning. Here comes the 0-1 pitch, and that is a roller to the dirt for ball one. 1 ball, 1 strike. We haven't seen a pitch like that from any pitcher for both teams here, as Landry Murray is going to be looking for a complete game victory here. 1 ball and 1 strike. Here's the next pitch, and that's up high for ball 2. I've got to be very patient here if you're a Lady Mustangs. 2 balls and 1 strike. Jadis Warner getting her first base hit. Lauren Foster will be looking to do the same. Here's the 2-1 pitch, and a high fastball again for ball 3. 3 balls and 1 strike here. Lauren Foster has struck out 3 times already, and now 1 pitch away from getting on base for the first time. Here comes the 3-1 from Landry Murray, and swung on and up high in the air in foul territory. Catcher going for it and lands just in front of her. It was playable for the catcher C. Sullivan, but that will make the count full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. An extra life here for Lauren Foster. 3 balls and 2 strikes. With 1 out and runner on first in Jada Swarner. And here's the 3-2. Swing and just tipped and fouled back. Still 3-2. Big break there for Lauren Foster, who is up for the Penn Live Player of the Week after a good hitting performance against Boiling Springs last week. You can vote right now on Penn Life until noon tomorrow. The 3-2 is up high in fair territory, and that's going to be caught by the second baseman. And Jada Swartz just went off the bag, and that is how the ball game ends. And Jada Swartz looking over to assistant coach Eric Church, and that ends the ball game. A P4-3 double play ends it of a sour ending. And Denny Wanzek now going over to his assistant coach. What was that? Yeah, I don't blame Denny Wanzek at all. I mean, it was a fly ball in the infield that you tell your runner to go with 2 outs, and that ends the ball game. And now the umpires are here getting together. The teams are already lined up for handshakes. Yeah, I don't know who's at fault here. I mean, if this is the end of the game, this is a really bad way to end the game. The umpires are together now talking, but I don't know what they could be talking about. It was obvious that Jay Swarm was off of first base, and a throw over to first was well in time, and the ball game is over. So this could get interesting here. And yeah, I don't know what they could be talking about here. Now, unless they might be talking, well, no, it couldn't be, like I was about to say, they're probably talking about infield fly roll, but that usually only happens when you have runners in scoring position, not when there's only a runner around first. So if they're calling for an infield fly roll, the game is not over then. Yeah, we're going to hold everything here, and The umpire's still talking. Wes Bauer and Richard McClure. Both teams are already lined up for handshakes. And what they decide here. And now I'm confused because now both teams are going back to the dugout. They must have called for an infield fly rule. So the game is not over. Wow, just I think West Point just got a big break there. So there are 2 outs. J.S. Warner staying at first. And now Trinity coaches are coming out to talk to the umpires, saying, what the heck? It's, just very confusing times here. I mean, there's supposed to be 2 outs, and Trinity saying there should be 3 outs. And they saying the game should be over. There's lots of confusion right here at the end of this game. And if this holds up, then Taylor Lufer's got to have an opportunity to bat with 2 outs and a runner on first. Yeah, I don't know what happened. I'll have to get an explanation after this game because I have no idea what just happened. So that'll bring out Taylor Lufer, who's 0 for 3. And here she swings that first pitch, and that's got to be a base hit. James Warner stopping wisely at second. And Lufer has her first hit. First pitch swinging, gets out to left field for a 2-out base hit. Yeah, some of the fans were even picking up their lawn chairs. They thought the game was over. So now this pitch gets away from the catcher, and both runners will go up to second, third. It's ball 1 here to Rylan Kelly on a wild pitch. Just a crazy turn of events. The tying run is on deck now, but 2 outs. Rylan Kelly 1-0, and that's in for call strike 1. Rylan Kelly 1 for 3. She had a base hit, and Laird came around to score in inning number 6. 1 ball, 1 strike. West Prairie dugout making noise for Rylan Kelly. Here comes the 1-1 pitch, and that's in the dirt for ball 2. A good scoop there for C. Sullivan. 2 balls and 1 strike. Addie Weiss could have an opportunity. She is on deck. The 2-1 pitch and a swing and a miss, and now the Mustangs are down to their final strike. Cut up, we'll have the post-game wrap-up. Final stats coming up. And hopefully get an explanation about what just happened in this bottom half of the 7th. The 2-2 pitch from Murray. Swing and a miss at the high fastball, and that will end the ball game. Confusion, some hits, some runs, and a lot of excitement here between West Prairie and Trinity, and the Lady Shamrocks get a win. A 6-2 final, and we'll be back in less than a minute for the post-game wrap-up. Trinity wins 6-2, back in 1 minute. Back here for a post-game wrap-up. There was a lot of confusion here in this game, but in the end, a strikeout swinging to Rylan Kelly from Landry Murray with 2 outs ends the game, and the Trinity Shamrocks have now won back-to-back games against the Mustangs at West Perry High School. It's been a crazy game so far, or crazy game here today for both teams. A little bit of confusion there in the 7th inning that almost resulted in a catastrophic double play, but it didn't. And now Trinity with a 6-2 win for their 8th win of the season, as West Prairie now drops to 3-7 overall. They are still 1-5 in the Mid-Penn Colonial Division. There was a non-conference matchup for both teams here, and Trinity now improves to 8-4 overall. They are 4-1 in the Mid-Penn Capital Division. Our final line score here for today's game for for Trinity: 6 runs on 12 hits, no errors, leaving 10 runners left on base. For West Perry, 2 runs on 8 hits, 2 errors, leaving 8 runners left on base. The winning pitcher for Trinity is Landry Murray, pitching 7-inning complete game victory, facing 31 batters, had 11 strikeouts, gave up 2 walks, 8 hits, and 2 earned runs. And the losing pitcher for West Perry is Addie Weist, pitching for 5 innings, faced 28 batters, gave up 1 walk, 11 hits, 4 earned runs, while having 2 strikeouts in the loss. Our West Prairie Athletic Department player of the game goes to Trinity's C. Sullivan. She almost didn't have an opportunity to have a 3-run home run in the 4th, but an error gave C. Sullivan the opportunity to do so with 2 outs. C. Sullivan went 3 for 4 with a run scored and 3 RBIs, all 3 on a 3-run home run back in the 4th inning. And C. Sullivan for Trinity is our West Prairie Athletic Department player of the game. Next time out for both teams, West Prairie will hit the road tomorrow, where they will take on the Shippensburg Lady Greyhounds at 4:15, and Trinity will be back at home at West Park tomorrow, where they will take on the Camp Hill Lady Lions at 4:15. Next up, our next broadcast here on the West Prairie Athletic Park YouTube channel tomorrow afternoon at 4:30 for West Prairie Baseball, their first of 7 straight home games, as West Prairie Baseball will take on the Shippensburg Greyhounds at 4:30 tomorrow at West Prairie High School for our next broadcast here on the West Prairie Athletic Park YouTube channel. That's going to do it for us here at West Prairie High School. On behalf of our Athletic Director Ryan Anderson, our high school principal Christopher Casian, our superintendent Jeff Coons, and all of us here at West Prairie High School, I am Alex Wall, the Golden Pipes of West Prairie Athletics, saying so long from West Prairie High School. This has been a presentation of West Prairie softball against the Trinity Shamrocks, exclusively on the West Prairie Athletic Department YouTube channel. Your final score on this one: the Shamrocks win it 6-2. Good night, everybody.